I just want to very quickly talk about something that we've put together. Um, this is started by Jonathan Reyes um, in Opus Blues on Reddit, and I have been contributing to it as well. This is the Asteria user manual put together by users with input from the community, from Reddit, from groups and YouTube videos, as well as Aaron from Ultimate Works, Patch Store, Wonder Force himself. And there's a lot of very important information. It contains all the information that comes with your Asteria Saber, but also a whole lot more details. So just want to give you a brief intro. It's a Google Docs, and the link will be in the description. Over here we have the table of contents. On the front page here, you have a note, and then you have latest news. So the latest news today is that version 1.07 is coming, and there are teasers with Flick Ignite, and they've also mentioned accent swings and a lot of cool things coming, and this will be a free update. So there's a quick note on news there, and then as well a table of contents which links into different sections. Table of contents, we have the basics, the sound fonts, blade configuration, other settings, troubleshooting, sources, and finally at the end we have user configurations and resources, which includes color profiles you can copy, blade effects, sound fonts as well that are free and non-commercial. And of course, there's a lot of details in each section. This is like standard stuff about using the saber, but it also includes like an additional thing that I mentioned here, accent swings. There is a hybrid accent swing, and that's something that's not, documented before, but it does exist. And all the things you could do, power management, connecting the board. I think an important one is updating the board. In the future, when there's new firmware versions, there is a rare package that you can download, or it is already in your SD card. And then you can run, and there's instructions here and what to do and how to get your update for your board, your upgrade, and how to configure files, of course, some warnings and what to do and what not to do, and some basics, and a section on sound fonts and the types, the sound formats, and how to edit sounds, and other things, and some tips, and where to change your volume settings. Okay, and then there's blade configuration section, which we talk about scrolling speed and how to do color profiles, some tips on how to find the right colors and so on, as well as the Ultimate Works palette tool, and it's linked in this manual here. We talk about blade styles and how to combine and create your own blade styles and configure them. So there's like all the different types, and where to get these files, and how to combine and what each setting does, and the ignition, retraction, NP flip color, this parameter, and all these details. Other settings includes like the effect.text, which you can control volume settings, clash, time and strength, and swing and accent settings, the stab, threshold, lockup, and all this good stuff. And then there's other brief, information about things, other things which you kind of shouldn't really touch. The settings, you can actually change how long you need to hold buttons for and so on to trigger whatever, like turn on, turn off, in different modes. Troubleshooting things, this happens quite often, like crashing, just copying files so many times, sometimes fragments or messes up your data and you need to reformat and so on. So it walks you through all those details. And then sources, where it comes from. Finally, configurations and resources. So we have here, this is my color profile, for example, and it links to the text you can copy for different profiles. And same thing here. And blade effects, we haven't gotten anything down yet, but there should be some coming. Sound fonts, free sound fonts that you can download, some made by users, some ripped by users who are nice enough to circulate it. And that is the manual thus far. It will be continuously updated, especially as a new firmware comes and so on. So be sure to stay tuned to this Google Doc, which will be in the description below. And hopefully this helps the community. That's why we're doing this. The Asteria board is still quite new, and there's sometimes not too much information about it, and just our joint experiences helps make this manual better, and we can go through and we have information on all the details and how to use it. If you are very experienced with Asteria and want to contribute, do let us know. You can contact me anytime, and or contact Opus Blues or Ultra Squish on Reddit. And yeah, here we go. Hopefully that helps you, and be sure to share it with any other Asteria users.